Okay.
I'm pressing it now.
Okay.
Cool. I think it's my intro this week.
It is.
Cool. Let me know. Also, do you want to share screen to Discord?
Shit. Yes.
Sick.
I need more time then, so it'll be a bit of a
All good.
long. I'm actually gonna pause this and then do it. You'll see something else for a moment.
Okie doke. Jesus Christ.
Okay. I started again.
Cool.
25 seconds.
Alrighty.
Ten. 5, 4, 3.
07 Star Citizens, and welcome back to Answer the Call, your weekly call-in show podcast where Mike and myself talk about Star Citizen and everything that's happened in the week, and sometimes other cool topics, but pretty much ever since January this year, it's always been what's happened this week, because there's always something going on, which is crazy to think that that's been happening for like 5 months now.
Yeah.
How you doing, Mike?
Good. It's been nonstop. I guess we have some news off the top. Is tomorrow, me and Croncy are going to get together. We're planning on creating a Discord specifically for this. So we can, like we've talked about doing the members only show, things like that. And it just complicates things being in like my personal Discord to add the YouTube thing from that, but not from my. So it was just like, let's make a separate Discord. So keep an eye out on a community post or Twitter or whatever for that. And we'll shoot you the information when we have it tomorrow. So there'll be a new Discord to actually call into the show that's just like dedicated to it. And I think I haven't actually said this to you, Croncy, but I think what this can open up as well is people who aren't necessarily comfortable coming on the show can like text in to the show as well through chats, things like that. So I think it opens up more opportunity to engage with the audience and things like that a lot easier. So should be cool. And just keep an eye out for that. But lots of stuff happened this week, so we should probably get into it a little bit. What do you want to start with? Do we start with Invictus or what? I think we get through the ship sale kind of stuff first, probably, right? Because it's less interesting. It's interesting. There's some controversy though.
Which anytime there is, which is gonna be interesting. Not to mention as well, we had like the Invictus like PTU like right after the stream and stuff, so we got to see all of the stuff a little bit earlier this week. So it is Invictus. It has begun. We've gotten to see the Polaris. I haven't seen it flying around yet.
Me neither.
And I think it's incredibly buggy in that sense. But we've also had the Idris tour. Mike, I've finally been on an Idris now. It took long enough.
A lot of people finally got onto an Idris.
Yeah. So that was really cool though.
I haven't been. Is it just empty, or does it have the little panels that you read? Does it have the people that talk to you? What is it? What's it all about? I don't have any of that.
Yeah. Panels and NPCs are walking around. It's not as like in depth as the Xenothreat one was, where there's like a dedicated person being like, back in my day on the Javelin, we used to. None of that sort of stuff. But they've got the panels. They've got people walking around. They do have random NPCs saying, "Is that it?" Which is hilarious, honestly, as they're walking around the Idris.
Really?
Yeah. Because there's like people making like little snide comments. Some of them are like gasping, like, "Oh my god!" But then there's one specific voice line that's just like, "Is that it?"
That's funny.
So that's pretty funny. But so the Idris tour was pretty cool. I do hope that they do more stuff like that with like other ships, because it's been cool to be able to do with the Javelin and the Idris in recent years. Finally getting to see the Polaris at the very least in the convention center was pretty
Mhm.
cool.
That's the only place
Um,
I've seen it so far. It's huge.
yeah, it is massive. It's so tall. Like
Mm.
I was very surprised by that. Also, guys, we do know that YouTube is doing some weird buffering stuff. We'll try to fix that for you guys.
Yeah, I'll take a look.
Um,
Doesn't seem to be on my end, but I'll take a
yeah.
peek at it, see if I can do anything.
Um, but yeah, it was really really cool to see. I'm kind of surprised. I thought it was going to be more like Hammerhead-ish in my head, but then I looked at the
Like
stats and
thinner.
it is supposed. Yeah, it is essentially supposed to be the same size as an 890. So a lot of that makes sense, I guess.
Yeah.
But that'll be pretty cool. And then sort of just keep in mind as well, it was kind of cool to see it in regards to a thing that happened in SCL as well. But we'll get to that later. 2 new ships already because we're still only technically on like day 1 of Invictus. But 2 new ships. Obviously, we got um, the Medevac and the Saber Firebird. I love the idea of the Saber Firebird. I do still wish, because we talked about it last week, I do still wish it was just a functional like redo of the Raven. But for me, this is like the second best thing that it could be. Oh yeah, the Saber Firebird isn't released yet. We haven't had Aegis Day, but we had the
We had it in
ISC about it.
PTU as
We had
well.
it in the PCU, all that sort of stuff. Yeah. So that was sick, and I love it. I love missile boats. That's my favorite kind of combat ship in Star Citizen, and I do think we need more. I know people disagree, but we've only really got in that like size. The closest thing is the Shrike.
Mm.
Um, and so this was pretty cool to see. The fact that it can also shoot 6 missiles at a time, I think that was sick. Very very cool. Um, but yeah, so we'll obviously get a bigger look at that during Aegis Day. I did also forget, yep, the MPUVT, which is the most pancake-looking ship in the world once you put the landing gear up, and I thought it was very very cool to check out. But is weird because it still doesn't have much use in the game yet. I do think it may